long last, the Hogwarts Express reached its destination, and soon Harry and his friends were safely in Gryffindor Tower. Knowing that Sirius Black was likely to be looking for him troubled Harry deeply, and Professor Dumbledore's announcement about Dementors patrolling the gates while Sirius Black was still at large only confirmed his fears. But finding himself back in the familiar dormitory, Harry felt he was home at last.
Harry, did you have a look at the folio brutai that Lupin gave you then? No, not yet. Come on, let's have a look at it then. Show it to me. Come on, show me the folio brutai.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban on the PlayStation 2. Let's play, this is part 2. And Harry is now safely in Gryffindor Tower. He's safe from the Dementors, thank God, but as Dumbledore said in his opening speech, for the school year, Dementors will be patrolling the grounds because of Sirius Black, who has escaped from Azkaban. So we can't leave the Gryffindor Common, the boys' dormitory, before we show the folio brutai to Ron. There's the Dementor, looking pretty. So now we'll go down to the Gryffindor Common Room to show the folio brutai to Hermione, who is actually studying, even though classes haven't started.
Hermione?
Sorry, I'm really busy at the moment. I've got so much work to do. But you said you had lots of trouble with Draco on the train.
Yes.
Well, you could have made it so much easier for yourself with the Expelliarmus spell. The spell book's over there.
Thanks. I remember the Expelliarmus spell.
One thing I don't like about this game is this spell, Expelliarmus. It's a good spell. It's not that. It's just that we relearn it. Because we did learn this spell the previous year, Chamber of Secrets, on the PS2. In Defense Against the Dark Arts with Gilderoy Lockhart as our teacher. But I don't like the fact that we are relearning spells. It would have been much better if we have just learned new spells. But Expelliarmus is a spell you actually need in this game, so I understand why, because we do need it, even though it's an old spell that we've learned before.
Okay then, you cast Rependo at me, and I'll try and use Expelliarmus. Come on, cast
So we're going to learn how to use Expelliarmus now. We're going to start off by casting Rependo at Ron, like so, and then we'll just switch it after 3 goes.
Right, now it's my turn. I'll cast Rependo at you, and you use Expelliarmus to knock my spells away. Get ready then. 3, 2...
So Expelliarmus is pretty much a spell that will cast back the spells that another person will shoot at you. So when Ron shoots Rependo, you use Expelliarmus, and if the Rependo spell is shot right back at him. It's a good spell to use in duels and stuff like that.
Let's go and see Fred and George.
That's a good idea, Ron. We're going to go and see Fred and George. In this year, like last year and every year before, Fred and George has a shop. And this shop is on the 6th floor. They sell you things in exchange for Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans. So that is basically the only thing you use Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans for in this game. They're pretty much useless except for using them to buy stuff in Fred and George's shop. But we do need them to buy some stuff, so we're going to go and visit them to see what they have in stock.
Shouldn't you be snuggled up in your little beddy bed right now?
What's it to you?
Well, if you're gonna be like that, here's a little bedtime story to keep you busy.
Aim at the spell book.
Now we get to practice our Expelliarmus spell again. Peeves is on the 6th floor, and he has just thrown this crazy book at us. And this book will shoot spells at you, and you're just going to use Expelliarmus to shoot the spells back. And don't do as I do and get closer to the book, because when you get closer to the book and use Expelliarmus, the spell doesn't seem to hit the book. It only works, and the book only loses health when you're standing a bit away from it. For some reason, that is. As you can see, I'm not hitting it, but if I stand a bit away from it, it will work.
And don't come back, you loony. Right, let's go and find Fred and George. Thanks for sorting out Peeves, by the way. You really know how to cast that Expelliarmus spell.
Of course we know how to cast the Expelliarmus spell. We learned it last year. So after defeating Peeves, this chest will open and Ron is standing right inside of the chest. And inside of the chest is a wizard card, which is basically like the second one. You do collect wizard cards in this game, and what you get from them is that if you collect a pair consists of 5 cards. Each pair will like give you some endurance or help you with spell casting and that sort of stuff. So it's good to collect them. And I'm not going to do 100% this game. It's just a let's play. But I will collect some stuff and show you how to get some stuff as I go through the let's play.
Fred, George, what have you got to show us then?
Something really special. This way. Within this room is the entrance to a secret passage, beyond which you will find the Marauder's map, a magical parchment that shows you everything you will ever need to know about Hogwarts.
So there's an entrance to a secret passage in here?
Yes, indeed there is, young Harry, and we're sure that one of you will be able to find it.
So the camera just looks over at Ron, which is a hint that Ron is the one who can find the passage. Basically, the passage is behind that wall. It's very easy to figure out that that's it. So, basically, Ron has an ability to search things like these cloaks. You can kind of see that they have a surface that kind of looks like water. It's the same with the bookshelves and the wall that we're going to go through. So he can search those things, and only Ron can do that. And he does quote himself a few times doing it, like saying that the Weasley touch works, so I guess that is the same for every Weasley.
Gentlemen, if you'd like to step inside.
But we only get to play as Ron Weasley and not any other of the Weasleys, so we never know. But I do kind of think that's the fact when he's saying it like that. So let's go through the secret passage.
Wow. The map's up there. Yeah, and we're down here.
So that is what we're going to get, that map, and it's all the way up there, and we need to get closer to it. I'm just going to show you something. If we pick up these things, you can see that there's a button over there, and they say that only Hermione can get through there. Yeah, basically she's the only tiny person, and she's the only one that can get under there.
Take the lead must also take care of their friends.
Indeed, indeed. So this whole challenge consists of different tasks and stuff that Harry and Ron have to collaborate on, and this is one of them. Each task is like divided into a few rooms and heights when you get closer and closer to the map. And you do get house points throughout the challenge as well. So push that button and a timer will start, so you have to be a bit quick to push the rest of the buttons. I'm just being careful collecting these beans because I don't want to jump over the ledge and die. That would be a bit sad. That will be the end of Harry Potter. And I don't want that to happen. So push the last button. It's a pixie attack. So there's a lot of pixies coming at us now, so use Flipendo to get rid of them, like this. Some of them will fall over the ledge and some will fall to the ground, and then you have to use Flipendo again. We will meet pixies a lot of times throughout the game, and they always pick your characters up, which is sometimes quite funny. But they will drop the characters when you get quite high up. There's the tower again, but let's continue.
Must work together.
Here's another little challenge or task or whatever you want to say. Each of these tasks are quite simple and easy. They're quite self-explanatory.
There must be a way to that mirror.
So there's a light over there, so we're just going to move this crate, or I don't know, is it a suitcase? I don't think so, it's just a crate. So move it over here, and a trunk. It's called a trunk. I couldn't really remember because English is not my first language. So inside here is another wizard card. I think this is the third one that we've got so far. So follow the trace of Birdie Bots every 5 beans over here, and then we can move this so that the light will change directions and help us to move forward.
Wicked!
And that created stairs for us so that we can get up here, collect the beans as usual, and get house points. And let's go through this next door. And as you can see, we're getting closer and closer.
Another puzzle? Oh, great.
I have absolutely no idea what to call this thing right here that Harry is casting the Flipendo at. There's quite a few of them throughout the game, and they basically just lower things, or they do some kind of mechanism. But I have no idea what to call them, and I don't know what they are, so I just don't know what to say when each time we see one. But Ron can search these walls and go inside, and inside 2 of them there will be birdie bots every flavor beans. Inside the other two will be a pixie. So just take out the pixies like so. And this one, there's another wizard card. Yay! So Ron's thing is to search things. Hermione, she can crawl under things, and Harry, he can climb ropes and jump. So he can climb up the rope up here, and up here are a few more pixies. So just take them out. And he got me. Collect the beans and just continue over here and lower yourself down. And voila, we are on the other side. And as always, there's beans here. And continue onwards. So that wall closed, so Ron can't follow us through. He will actually go all the way back. So next room.
That help is always at hand for every true mischief maker.
I really love this room. I think this room is really beautiful. I really like it.
An owl treat.
And here's an owl treat. And here's another monster book of monsters. Just like the one that we fought on the Hogwarts Express, but this one is a little bit different because there's another way you can defeat it. Not only cost the Pendo, but also use Expelliarmus to bounce back the pages that it shoots at you, like that, and that defeats the whole book. But let's climb up here and call Hedwig, and then we will give her the owl treat.
Here you go.
As you guys probably remember, if you watched my Let's Play of Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets on PS2, go watch it if you haven't. Hedwig will only do things for you if you feed her with an owl treat. Like this time we fed her and she gets the Marauder's map for us, and then she can return it back to Harry. And by the way, this music is really beautiful.
I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
And suddenly house points will appear, and as you can see, there's a portrait there. And now that we have the Marauder's map, we can say the password.
Oh, please step through, young sir.
Yeah, he's a bit weird. And if you try that before you had the Marauder's map, you wouldn't be able to get through. So I just didn't try. I didn't even want to show you guys because we need the password, and that we got with the Marauder's map. Now that we have the Marauder's map, you can see up in the top left corner. Oh, sorry, up in the top left corner, there's a map, and that's basically the Marauder's map. It shows you the map of Hogwarts and where to go. And the blue things are the suits of armor, but the blue things can also be other people. And the green thing is Harry. So it's quite good to have so that you can more easily figure out where to go. It helps a bit, it really does. And I also like this room because of the books and the spider webs. I don't like spiders, but I think it looks somewhat cool with spider webs. And also the suits of armor, and yeah, just like this room. I think it's cool. So I have no idea what's the point of just having one birdie pot every flavor bean inside each chest. I don't really see the point of that. What's the point? Yeah. Let's go through this door. And it seems like Professor Snape is patrolling here on the 6th floor, so be careful and not get seen by him. So you just have to go around this fireplace, it looks like, and exit through here, and meet up again with Ron, Fred and George at Glamrock Peaks corridor.
What's it like? It's brilliant.
Well, our job here is done. Feel free to come by any time. We're sure to have something of interest.
And at a very reasonable price.
Hey, look! Your rememberall's flashing. Do you want to have a look at your task list and see what it means?
Your remember will flash each time you have finished the day, so we have finished now, so that is basically the video over. See you guys next time.